booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for room, it's Moss. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll go right back to the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, and you're trying to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Coming out aggressively. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Smashes through the tackle.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my man.
Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guys already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where did I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on a space mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Tiger! A great catch and run for 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it?" I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to line up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. He'll try the left side. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Bounds some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash. Breaks
into the open. it might go all the way. I mean, they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
LSU, 9, Texas A&M, 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. LSU quick to the line. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great today, but they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. Did the work himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Grab near the marker. It's Moss. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. Got a wide open receiver. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Power football with the run. Across the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Creates a little space. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hussey. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. To throw, it's Reed. Another incompletion on third down.
Really good third down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting them in third and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a fourth down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this team.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Tight end finds a soft spot. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Concepcion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying to have a big completion here. Finds him out of the backfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. No good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. They can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll try it over the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. LSU right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Finds the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. Fighting off the defender. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Sharp. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
Red pass, it's complete. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. grab near the sticks. It's sharp. Got enough space. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
The Aggies moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. The throw. Quickly to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the 2nd half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He's going to let it go. Snags it down the right side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. LSU quick to the line.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Going over the top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 in.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Zings it complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Smashes through the tackle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Connection to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Number 25.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown and now throw on the two-point conversion. Give this team 8.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the Hands team is able to corral it. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Anderson. Oh, he's got some space. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. First and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Trying to barrel in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense defense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. It's complete to the right. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running back searching for a hole. He's in open space downfield. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bussey. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throwing right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bussey.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence.
Intercepted to stop the threat. The sudden change on the turnover, and Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw in the big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get the...
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a